Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to today's explainer. Look, we are mastering a chore today that, let's be honest, every Lorain County homeowner dreads: paying property taxes. Now, these funds are absolutely crucial for keeping our schools and townships running, but paying them, it doesn't have to mean standing in long lines or stressing over lost mail. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to pay online. It's going to save you time, reduce the hassle, and honestly, give you peace of mind in just a matter of minutes.
I mean, think about the old way of doing things for a second. You get the bill, you write a check, you go hunting around the house for a stamp, and then you just cross your fingers and rely on the mail. Or, even worse, you drive all the way down to the county administration building in Elyria, fight for parking, and just stand in a massive physical line. It's so frustrating, right? And what if there's a mail delay, or you just simply forget until the last minute? You're basically exposing yourself to totally unnecessary anxiety and risk.
And that risk? Well, it comes with a very specific price tag attached. If you miss the 2026 due dates, which, mark your calendars, are February 13th for the first half and July 10th for the second half, Ohio law strictly requires a 10% late penalty on your unpaid balance. Ouch, right? Plus, continued non-payment can lead to even more interest and collection actions. So, getting this right and getting it done on time is absolutely vital for your wallet. To make sure you avoid those penalties, here is our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to cover the online payment advantage, gathering your required info, finding the right portal, executing your online payment, and finally, troubleshooting and a quick disclaimer. Very simple.
All right, Section 1, the online payment advantage. So this online advantage is really all about control and immediate validation. When you pay online, you completely bypass the unpredictability of the postal service. You literally get your weekends and lunch breaks back because you aren't stuck waiting in line on the second floor of the county admin building. But perhaps the biggest benefit is the e-receipt. You get an immediate digital confirmation that your payment went through. You can set digital reminders for those February and July deadlines, pay right from your couch, and instantly know that your civic duty is fully checked off the list.
Moving right along to Section 2, gathering your required info.
Now, the absolute most important piece of this puzzle is your PIN, or parcel identification number. You can think of this as the golden key to unlocking the online payment system. See, the county's databases run entirely on these numbers because, well, physical addresses can sometimes have typos or weird formatting quirks, but your PIN, that is a unique, exact identifier for your specific piece of real estate. You absolutely must have this number ready to go before you start.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly where you can find it. If you don't happen to have that golden key memorized, and really who does, the easiest place to look is right on our previous paper tax bill or your property deed documents. But hey, if you don't have those handy either, no worries. The Lorain County Auditor's online property search tool and GIS tax maps are incredible resources. You just type your name or address online, and your official record will pull right up with your PIN sitting right there at the top.
Okay, on to Section 3, finding the right portal.
Now, this is actually the biggest stumbling block for a lot of residents, so listen closely. It is incredibly common to confuse county taxes with city taxes, but there is a critical distinction we need to make here. Real estate property taxes are collected by the Lorain County Treasurer. On the flip side, the City of Lorain Income Tax Department is a totally separate municipal entity. They handle local income taxes and municipal utility bills. If you try to pay your property tax on the city's income tax website, it's just not going to work. You have to use the county treasurer's specific portal. To make sure you land in the exact right spot, you're going to want to head over to payments.municipay.com/o_Lorain. The Lorain County Treasurer uses this highly secure third-party electronic payment processor called Municipay. By typing this exact web address straight into your browser, you bypass all the confusion and go directly to the official county payment gateway.
Which brings us to Section 4, executing your online payment.
Here's the exact chronological flow, step by step. First, you access that Municipay portal. Second, it's going to prompt you to input your parcel identification number. Now pay super close attention here. You must input your PIN strictly without any dashes. If your PIN usually has dashes in it on your paper bill, leave them out when you're typing it into the computer, otherwise the system might throw an error at you. Once the system locates your property, you'll move to Step 3 and enter your billing details, like your name, address, and phone number. And finally, you'll review any applicable fees, hit Submit, and wait for that confirmation screen.
While you're in that third step, you'll need to choose how you want to pay. You basically have two main options here. You can use an e-check, which pulls the money directly from your bank account and just requires your bank routing and account numbers, or you can use a standard credit or debit card, which obviously requires the card number, expiration date, and CVV code. Now, the portal does allow you to create an account to save this info for next time, but if you're in a hurry, checking out as a guest is perfectly fine and works just as well.
So the crucial point is knowing exactly what you are agreeing to before you click that final button. Because this is a third-party processor, there are processing fees involved. It's often a percentage, like 2.65% for credit cards, or a flat fee depending on the method you chose. The good news is the system will explicitly show you this fee on a review screen before you finalize, so there are absolutely no surprise jump scares on your credit card bill later. Read the terms and conditions, check the I agree box, and hit submit. But wait, most importantly, do not close your browser yet. Wait for the screen to generate your final confirmation number and either print that page out or take a screenshot for your personal records.
And finally, Section 5, Troubleshooting and Disclaimer.
First things first, take a deep breath. Online payments are really fast, but they aren't quite instantaneous on the accounting side of things. It generally takes about 2 to 3 business days for the payment to fully process, withdraw from your bank, and officially display as paid in the Lorain County tax databases. Just make sure you keep sufficient funds in your account during that little window. If the website goes down, or if you wait 3 days and still don't see your payment reflected, don't panic. You have a direct lifeline. You can call the Lorain County Treasurer's Office directly at 440-329-5787 for payment-specific assistance.
And as we finished up our guide today, I just need to note a quick, important disclaimer. The information, fee structures, and procedures we've covered today are accurate based on the Lorain County guidelines as of August 2026. But, local governments frequently update their software platforms and tax regulations, so we highly recommend verifying all the final details, dates, and current procedures directly with the official Lorain County Treasurer or Auditor websites right before you actually submit your payments. All right, we've covered the why, the where, and the exact how of paying your property taxes electronically. By keeping your PIN handy, utilizing the MunicipAid portal, and saving those digital confirmation numbers, you can literally turn a dreaded chore into a 5-minute task. It really makes you wonder, if we can streamline our taxes to be this efficient right from our living rooms, what other civic processes are right for a digital upgrade? Are you ready to log on and streamline your property tax payments today? Take control of your time, and I'll see you in our next explainer.